Good evening, everyone. So glad you were able to join us today as we talk about the Royalton Resort. And we have a special guest today. We have Lyra.
Hi,
Did I say
everyone.
it wrong again? Yeah, Lyra for the BDM for Blue Diamond Resort, and she's going to focus today on the Royalton brand and walk us through what the Royalton has to offer when it comes to vacations or even destination wedding. So she's going to give you a brief overview of this beautiful resort right here.
Well, as Sandra mentioned, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. We know it's a prime time of night, right? Everyone's catching up on things to do, so we want to thank you. And I will be honest with you, reach out to Sandra if you have any questions and what you see, if anything triggers your attention, because at the end of the day, she's an amazing travel agent that will get you to destination, right? So let's speak about one of our resorts, which is our Royalton, okay? This particular resort for us is amazing. It is our brand resort. It is our brand name in a sense almost. And it is our family all-inclusive luxury brand. Okay, so today we're going to be speaking with one of our jewels, which is located in Mexico, in the Cancun area. And to be exact, it's in the Riviera Maya area. So this particular resort might seem big, but it's because when Sandra sends you here, you will not want to leave. All right. So this particular resort does have quite a reasonable experience for you, and we're going to go over what you will be able to experience once you're there. Right. So the most important part is that it's all in luxury, and this is all included once you actually stay with us. So not only will you be able to actually dine in any of our restaurants, right, but you also do have 24-hour room service available while you're there with us. Okay, something also that's very important is that when you're staying within our Royaltons, you do have access to experiencing no non-motorized water sports. Okay, this is all part of the all-inclusive. We do have daily entertainment as well as night entertainment by live performers. So there's always really something to do. But if you, in your scenario, if you cannot break away from the gym, God bless you. But we do have an amazing fitness center in the resort, not only with modern equipment, but there's also a professional trainer in the actual fitness center that will be able to assist you if you need help, because we don't want you to be there by yourself. At the end of the day, it is professional equipment that's there. Um, Also, something that I like about this resort and I appreciate as a mom is that there are activities for the children and for the little ones. We do have the splash park available for them. We do have supervised programming for children. So if you and your spouse want to travel on a vacation and you have two little ones, you can rest assured you are leaving them in great hands. I can still recall my son asking me for Rudy and Max. I'm like, what? And it turns out to be that there actually are rabbits in house. And part of the entertainment for the children is to meet the mascots and to play hide and seek with them. Any activity that's going on, whether it is Easter, Christmas, 4th of July, I can guarantee that your children will be very entertained. They'll probably want to stay with our entertainment team through the day. Okay, so that's important because when we go on vacation as parents, we also need a little escape. It sounds sad, but it's true. All right. Now, when we travel abroad, something that we might not realize we have to do is called roaming. We have to activate an additional payment plan on our phones just so that we have connection. Whereas if you're staying within any of our Royalton resorts, you have something that we love to boast about, which is our all-inclusive or all-in connectivity. What that means is that once you've arrived, there is Wi-Fi available from the lobby to the sand in the beach. So if you want to call your in-laws while you're in the beach having a little mojito and your son is in the pool in the splash park, you can certainly do so. And please make it a video call, okay? So you get them a little jealous and they're ready to visit the destination next time with you. Also, something that we have that I think is world class, and I try to go every time I travel to our resorts just to ensure that we have the quality, right? It's our spas. They are top notch. If you like an aromatic treatment, If you as a bride would like to be pampered down before your wedding and really release all those knots of sitting down with Sandra and resolving everything and planning out what you want your dream wedding to be, you can definitely do so. And these ladies in our spa work wonders. Okay, so this is all part of your all inclusive. However, the spa does have a small surge charge, yet everything else I've advised so far is part of your all inclusive. Okay.
If I have couples that are looking to get married for the spa, they do have like a bridal area where the bride
Yeah.
can get dressed and get their
Special
makeup done.
packages. That's affirmative, Sandra. We have special packages just for the bride and groom, okay, which they actually do receive a discount already should they get married within a Royalton. So that's very important. If you as a bride need to get pampered, do know that you have a little discount from us as a little thank you and as a little wish of joy to start your commencement of an amazing marriage, right? So if you can see in the picture, Sandra, this particular kids club is a lot of fun. It's completely safe. The floor is actually padded down, so it's not cement per se. So should a child fall or slip, they're not hitting concrete. That's very important. Okay. And if you can see that picture over here in the middle, that is actually one of our swim out suites. That means that the actual guests have a pool right next to their room, and as you can see, there are steps, and this is connected to their private balcony. So this is important if you as a family, if you don't feel comfortable with having the child too far and you want them to enjoy a pool, there is a swim out option for you. This is my favorite place when I travel because this is our pastry coffee shop. This is very important to me.
I do like that a lot. And they're open very early, so you can get up early and get coffee. Yes.
Yes, and it's so fresh and so they actually grind the coffee beans for you right there, and then you can just smell the aroma. It's spectacular. Any kind of coffee you ask for, they will make it for you. It's and just the staff, to be walking out there first thing in the morning after walking a bit, going for that coffee, just the amazing smile they receive from that barista giving you the coffee, just it's amazing. Okay. Um, Also, something that we like is food. We love food. We actually
I love
have one
food.
specific we have one specific restaurant, Sandra, which is called the Hunter. And this is actually the name of the owners of the resorts, the Hunter family. They love steak. So we actually have one of our restaurants called Hunter Steakhouse because we actually take pride on the fact that we have prime A meat. Our meat are actually imported to ensure that we are guaranteeing that quality that we're used to within the US. Because if you want steak, you want real steak, right? So we offer grade A prime steak that is imported from the US to the resorts through the Caribbean. So again, you have that quality and that juicy meat, right?
Does all the resort have a steakhouse or just like
The Royalton. The
all the
Royalton is
Royalton have a steakhouse?
that's
Okay.
one of our signature restaurants. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. As you can see, we will try to provide guests with as many options possible for them to either dive in a pool or jump in the pool or jump into the beach. Okay. And something that I will take a little pause to mention is our Diamond Club. When you travel on a vacation, you want to feel as if you've let go of everything. And Sandra can tell you when she's booking any of our Royaltons that if you want that specific perfect vacation, Diamond Club is the way to go, right? Not only do you have a preferred location to do the check-in process, okay, but the first thing they will ask you is, of course, is to provide you as much accommodation as possible. While you're in that lounge waiting to do your check-in process, you can have small appetizers or small hors d'oeuvres. You can have drinks before you even checked into the resort, whether it's champagne, whiskey, vodka. It will be available for you because the guest staying in Diamond Club, not only is it all you can drink and all you can eat, but the guest staying in Diamond Club will have a higher alcohol option. Okay, so they do have a preferred liquor menu that's again only for a Diamond Club. Okay, they do have a different bracelet. So with our resorts, you don't actually get magnetic keys. So at no point do you have to go back to the lobby because your key was demagnetized. Our keys are actually little bracelets. They're very cute. They look like little bracelets, and all you do is pass it over the actual
The
wand.
door. It's like a
Yeah, the
it's a
door.
lock, right, for the door? Because I have one of those. I
Exactly.
like it.
So you pass it over and it opens, and again, it does not get any magnetized. Just because you wet it, it's perfectly fine. So it looks almost as a bit of an accessory while you're there. Okay, and our Gas and Diamond Club will have a bright black bracelet. There's a preferred area in the beach that's only for Diamond Club guests. Okay, there's also a pool area that's only for Diamond Club guests. Okay, and if you are getting a stay and you're booking this with Sandra, and Sandra books your stay in a presidential suite, guess what? You get a butler. And I personally, I love the butler service. They're so amenable. They're there to assist you throughout anything that you need. They can help you make dinner reservations. They can make help you make a cabana reservation. If it's
Spa.
your wife's birthday, yes, and you want to do something special, you can let your butler know, like, hey, it's my wife's birthday. Can we do? But I can guarantee that if it's your wife's birthday, Sandra's also going to know. She's going to tell us about this before you get there. So we will always try to accommodate you and ensure that you have the perfect vacation. Because at the end of the day, that's what Sandra wants. So that when you travel, you are thinking of her not being there with you. No, just thinking. I'm just kidding. You're
She
already
take me with them.
okay.
Definitely.
Also, guesting in Diamond Club will receive a discounted spa treatment. Okay, and
I didn't
something
know
that a
that.
lot of our customers don't know is that if you book with Sandra and she books Diamond Club for you, you will receive hydrotherapy in the spa for free. Okay,
That is
if you
good.
book with Sandra and she books you presidential suite, Diamond Club, you receive a butler and again hydrotherapy for free in the spa. Okay, so this is just a bit of what our rooms look like. I honestly I love these beds. I have been asking for one since I was hired, but sadly they've only been made for our Royaltons. They are motionless. Uh, so if you're in one side of the bed and your husband is at the other, you won't feel them moving. So if you wanna, well, you can use a joke where you kick them though, right? Because it
We don't
wouldn't
want to do
work.
that. We're on
It doesn't
vacation.
work through, right? Okay. Also, something that's a little different with us is we understand that when you're on vacation, sometimes you sort of really want to disconnect, right? Yes, we have the all-in connectivity, but at times you just want to let go of everything and really just unwind, right? So now within our safety boxes, we have an actual USB charging station. So that if you are in the resort and you want to go to the pool on the beach, because you're abroad, your phone's going to be looking for signal continuously. So the battery is going to drain faster. So you're able to connect this to the actual safety box and leave your phone charging while it's closed inside the safety box. So
Oh,
that when you
that's
come
more
back,
safe. Yeah.
your device is fully charged. So that's really important. Again, we also do have 24-hour room service.
What I
Okay.
like about the Royalton rooms, they're almost all the same in all the resorts. So you get in the same look no matter which resort you go to, whether you're in, DR or Mexico or Jamaica, they're all gonna look the same.
Exactly. And we do this for your guests, Sandra. Why? Because we want to ensure that if your customer, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, stayed in Royalton Riviera Cancun, Sandra, and then they want to go to Royalton Bavaro, they're able to experience the same quality. And that despite the fact that they're in a different destination, they will be charmed because of that destination's charm, because they're already going to love the Royalton brand, right? So we've
Yes.
tried to keep it standard. It is a uniform color. Everything has been set from one destination to the other to look precisely the same. The only thing that will change will be the warmth of the people. Other than that, you walk into a Royalton in St. Lucia, in Antigua, in Mexico, or in Dominican Republic, or our amazing Jamaica, and you will feel at home. Because that's what we want you to feel at home in any of our resorts. Okay. Also, something that I like about our resorts is that in the room, Sandra, I'm not sure if you're aware of this or recall, you're actually able to make reservations on the TV for your restaurants. You're actually able to make requests for breakfast or anything to be brought to you through the TV. Yes, we have the old-fashioned phone, but if you're techie and you're into all this technology, you're able to do all this from the
I didn't
TV.
know that. I know I saw I'll see my I guess my whatever I've bought. Like I could see my bill, but I didn't know I couldn't do the reservation. So that's definitely great. I don't have to worry about making a phone making a phone call. I just do everything online, which is great.
Yes, everything is there and it's very simple, very accessible for the customer. We make it as user friendly as possible. Now, something I did forget to add earlier is that now we're giving you, Sandra, the option to advise your customers that they can do the pre-check-in. So if they're headed to destination today and they're flying, just as they're doing their pre-check-in to board their plane, they're also able to do this
Okay.
online on the Royalton app.
Yeah.
Okay. So most of the paperwork is sort of going to be already done for them. All they have to do is do a final signature.
Okay.
Okay.
Touchless, system with this COVID that we're having. So
Yes, yes, touch less. Touch less. Now, something I do appreciate tremendously is I am personally from the Dominican Republic, and I love baseball. I'm not a Boston fan. Okay, I'm a Yankees fan. Let's clear that off the table. Um, but I love baseball, and if the major baseball league is going on, I need to watch any Yankees game that happens. And within the Royalton, we have something which is our event guarantee, Sandra. So that
yes.
means that if your customers are NFL fans, baseball fans, boxing fans, and they don't want to miss a fight or they don't want to miss a game, guess what? They can go to our sports bar, which is also a restaurant, have all the wings they want, all the burgers they want, all the beers they want, because this is all inclusive, right? And watch their fight without paying anything else. Because we are subscribed to all the major sports networks. So anything that the customer wants to watch will be available for them. Okay, so if you are interested in traveling and you're concerned about the NFL, don't worry. Rest assured,
You're
we'll
not
watch
gonna miss
it.
anything. That is good. 'Cause a lot of the wives, worry about what the husband's gonna do if they can't watch their sports.
Exactly, exactly. Well, I wouldn't be a husband, but I'm a sports fanatic. I love sports, Sandra. So, as Sandra mentioned earlier, yes, we want you to vacation. But if you're thinking of having a wedding of your dreams, I would recommend a destination wedding. Sandra will work with our manager in the resort, will work with our staff to ensure that every single detail, whether it is roses, whether it is lilies, whether you want it beige or champagne color, you name it, everything is worked for you. We have different packages, whether it is you're going to get married there or if you're going out for your honeymoon. And you can ask Sandra, because she's done this plenty of times. She knows what she needs to do to ensure you have the perfect stay, right? So we're going to go ahead and review a few of the options that we have within the restaurant, within the Royalton, right? Because if you're saying, wow, I want to get married there, what is there to do, right? If you stay, for example, within our Royalton Riviera Cancun, just within this resort, there are 9 different restaurants. So if you're there for 7 nights or for 6 nights, every single night you can dine at a different restaurant. And again, they're all part of the all inclusive except for culinary experience. And the reason why we put an except there is because this is actually our chef's table. So our head chef will make an actual meal for you and the guest sitting in that table. And it is up to 12 up to a 12 course meal. So it's not just a regular meal. They will play with your Padlet and they will make the experience worth every additional cent that you pay. I've personally done it. I was amazed. And this is something that I always suggest travel agents, as Sandra, offer it to your customers. Because if you're going for your wedding, if you're going for your honeymoon, you want to make sure that not only are you enjoying destination, but you have as many unique experiences as you can to make that vacation, that travel so much more special, right? So this is something that we recommend for the culinary experience. Maybe the bride and groom, Sandra, right?
Yes,
Or even
that
the
sounds
parents. It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay. And of course, not none of us drink, right? But I've been asked so often, what are the international drinks, right? What are the options? Yes, we will have the martini mix. Um, we have so many different options. And remember that the customers that have Diamond Club have a preferred location. So just within the Royalton Riviera Cancun, there are actually two bars that are exclusive for Diamond Club. So if you were staying Diamond Club, you have two bars that are only for you, which are Diamond Club Lounge and our Diamond Club Beach Bar. Okay. And of course, they will have access to all the other bars, the lobby bar, the martini bar, the Nautica, the Encore. So anywhere they want to drink throughout the whole resort, if they have a mojito, if they have a caipirinha, and they get it in the lobby, if by the time they hit the elevator it's gone, well, there's another bar, sir. Get another one, right? We want you to
I do
really
love
enjoy
your
your stay.
I do love your martini bar. I think I've gotten the best martini I've ever had. I keep going there because it's just martinis, so it is really nice.
Yes. Okay. So we spoke earlier, right, about families with children. And yes, we want the adults to have fun. We want you to ensure that every time you want a refill, you got a bar right there. But if you're traveling with children, you also want to ensure that there are things for your child to do to unwind, right? So not only do we have the gym for the adults, but we have kids adventure program. And we try to categorize this based on the age of the children because a teenager is not going to have fun in the same place a 4 year old or a 5 year old would have fun, right? Just they have so much imagination. So we do have this separated by the age of the children because again, a teenager is not going to have the same amount of fun as a 4 year old if we bring them to a bouncy castle, right? But if, of course, if the kids are more into having their tablets or whatnot, again, they have that all-in connectivity situation where they will always be connected to their TikTok or their Facebook friends or their Instagram, all that stuff. Okay.
That's
Now,
great.
Sandra asked me something earlier. I don't know if you remember. She asked, is there something for the bride and groom or for the bride? Yes. And that is the spa. We call it the royal spa because we want every one of you that goes in there to feel as royalty, to really relax and unwind and disconnect. The pricing does vary based on what you're looking for. So if you're interested in perhaps booking a spa treatment while you're there, reach out to Sandra and let her know, and she'll get in contact with us so we can provide her the actual pricing so you're aware of what it is, especially because every therapy does have a different pricing. Okay. And a few little extras that you have within our Royalton is our Splash Safari. It's actually, as you can see, crystal pools, okay? And throughout the pools, there's different splashes or water slides, which sort of make it like a playground with water. Okay, so this is again very, very important for the children. We do have nightly entertainment, whether it is that you are interested in going to the casino, which of course does have a surge charge, so you're actually really gambling. Um, and the disco that we will have throughout our Royaltons. So there's always really something to do for the guests. Okay. And if you've traveled to any of our resorts before, or if you've had customers that have, friends that have gone there and they tell you, oh my God, I stayed in this room. I couldn't have a better view. You know what? You can tell Sandra, hey, my friends had this room. I want the same exact room. Well, guess what? Sandra can go online and with a small additional fee, she's able to select that same exact room for you because we want to ensure that if you want to stay there, you have that option, okay, which is our room selector.
I did see that. So you can select your room before you get to the resort, which is great.
Exactly. It can even tell you the room number you're going to be staying in before you get there. So remember that was our Royalton, right, Sandra? And that's our family all-inclusive luxury.
Yes.
But we understand, well, Sandra knows, she knows that if you're working with a wedding, sometimes an auntie or a friend might come. They don't have children. They like the nieces and the grandchildren for X amount of time. Well, that doesn't apply for grandparents. They always want to steal the kids away. But the aunties and the friends, they adore the kids, but they also want their own space. So within the Royalton, right, we have another resort which is called the Hideaway, and that's precisely what it is. It's part of the Royalton, but it is only for adults. So guests that are staying within the Hideaway will have access to all of the Royalton amenities, all of them, so they can dine in any of the restaurants, they can go to any of the pools, they can walk through the property. But they will also have an additional pool just for adults. They will have an additional restaurant just for adults. And they will have a bar exclusively for adults, as well as in the buffet area. There's only an area for hideaway guests. Because we understand, yes, you appreciate that you're traveling with family, but you also need adult time. So this is for, again, if you know you're having your destination wedding, or if you're having a family reunion and you know that certain relatives are not as kid friendly. Sounds so wrong, but it's so true. You can definitely book them in the hideaway. Just let Sandra know, like, hey, we're a big family. We have, certain aunties that don't have kids. You can definitely book them within one same complex with it, which is the Royalton, and have them booked in the hideaway. So they can definitely be away from the kids, but also enjoy it. Okay. However, guests that are staying within the Royalton do not have access to go into the hideaway. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, as you can see, it's a similar situation as before, but they will have their own areas. They do also have the option for Diamond Club. Okay, and as you can see, this area is a little more different than the one before. You see this? Because they have a lot more spacing.
Yes.
Okay, this is
And
very, very important.
where do you have a hideaway? I know you have a hideaway in Jamaica. Where else do
Yes.
you have a
So we
hideaway?
have one in Royalton Negril, Jamaica.
Right.
We have one in Royalton St. Lucia. We
Okay.
have one in Royalton Riviera, Cancun. We have one in Royalton Punta Cana.
Okay, so you have a lot of adults only because there's certain couples that they just want an adult wedding. So it's good to
Yes,
know that they can pick a section that's just it'll just be adults there. So that's always
exactly. And then we have other options like our Royalton Cheek, if it's a livier option, right, Sandra? Or you
Mhm.
can, if you have a bachelorette, if you girls are planning a bachelorette for that bride, reach out to Sandra. We have another one of our resorts, which is adults only, which is Cheek. And if you know what Cheek means, that's what the resort is. It's a very modern, upbeat resort, and it's adults only.
I do like that. Now, where are the cheeks located?
So we have one in Mexico, which is our Royalton Cheek Cancun. It's exquisite. And then we have, of course, our Royalton Cheek Punta Cana, which is in the Uvero Alto area.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I know we all want to look at options and really see what we can do for you, right? So we have something which are our wedding packages. This is honestly almost standard across the board because again, if you stay in one of the Royaltons, we want you to feel at home in the other ones, right? So there's different packages. If you have any questions of these packages, you can always reach out to Sandra. She will be more than happy to work with what your budget is or what your dream wedding is, and from there move forward. Okay. We do have something that Sandra adores, right, Sandra? We
I
call
do.
it the destination
I
wedding.
do. Yes. If I'm recommending this resort, I do recommend the add-on, which is the experience. Meaning that if you're staying in Jamaica, there's a Jamaican experience you can add to your wedding package. If you're in Mexico, you can add the Mexican experience. So it just gives you an authentic feeling of where you are. So to me, you add a little extra to your wedding, makes it more authentic. You feel like you're part of the culture. So I think this is a very nice option to have to add on to your wedding if you're planning a destination wedding at any of these locations.
Yes. And as Sandra mentioned, we want you to ensure that this is a memorable experience for you. So if this will make it memorable for you, you can request it to Sandra. She'll give you all the details. And again, we just want to make sure that this goes perfect for you. Okay, so these are the options. Again, if you want to do the whole thing there, that you get married and then you stay there for your honeymoon, there's also packages that can be added on for you based on the wedding size. There are also additional modifications that can be made, and special discounts or special offers. And Sandra knows all about these things. As she mentioned, she will always recommend you to try that experience of that destination. Okay. I'm not sure if any of you have any questions for us. I'm certain Sandra and myself will be more than happy to answer them for you.
There's no specific question. Someone wanted more information on the Diamond Club, but I think you had explained it, what was included in the Diamond Club. So
Yes.
So I think we went through what the Diamond Club entail. And what I liked about it, as you said, is just you have a preferred section on the beach. You have a lounge. So when I go in the lobby, I know I can just go into the Diamond Club lounge. You get, higher, premium liquor, more premium than what's there, because not that the liquor is not premium, but a higher grade liquor. And there's always snacks there. And I do like the fact that you get more discount. You get a better room options when you're Diamond Club. So
Yes,
that's always something to consider when you're Diamond Club, that you're just getting a better room, a better experience when you're on resort. And I do like that.
Yes, and if you book them in a presidential suite or a higher room category, Sandra, they also receive a butler service.
Yes.
So if you want to be pampered, that's the way to go.
Definitely. So as I said, I do recommend this resort because I think they have very good wedding packages. The rooms are very beautiful. It's very modern. So if it's family friendly as well as adult only. So it kind of captures everything you're looking for in a resort, because you have the meals, you have the entertainment, you have the rooms, and you have fabulous wedding packages. So it's a win-win-win situation here. Yeah. So I don't see any more questions, but this will be in the Facebook group if any. Oh, somebody asked if you can get the same type of room at any resort, which
yes,
the answer is yes.
Our room categories standard throughout our Royaltons also.
Yes. So yes, that's good to know. And that's what I like, because it's easy to sell it, because I know what a luxury ocean view looks like, and I know what a one-bedroom presidential look like. So I don't have to be looking and see, what is, if most resort, they're different in different countries. So you have to learn what all these different room categories are. But when you know that, what you're going to get when you get a luxury room versus the ocean view room versus a one-bedroom, it's an easier sell, because I know what's in each room. So it's very good to know that. So that was a good question. So as I said, it's an easy sell. Well, Laura, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us about the Royalton Resort. Yes, and I hope that this group will appreciate this. A lot of people looking at the Royalton Resort to have their wedding. So hopefully this will give them more information so they can make an informed decision if this is something that they want to do or where they want to go. And somebody's saying thank you here, and that's good.
And do know, because this is a question, it perhaps has not been asked, but this is important for you to know, especially if you're planning a destination wedding with Sandra, is given the situation that we're facing, sadly, what we've tried to do is that we're not trying to limit you as a bride and as a groom how many people you can bring into your wedding, rather than give you more space.
Yes.
I think that's limit you.
Right, because I've spoken to a lot of resorts, and you might have it at 50 or less. You can't have a certain a number, but because these resorts are so big and most of the weddings are outdoor, it just makes sense that you can have 70 people and still be okay, because everybody's can be still socially distancing and have a good time.
Exactly.
Really good to know.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time out on this this rainy Wednesday. It's rainy by you in Jersey?
Yes, it is. But you know what? Rain is a blessing, Sandra. We are blessed to have rain.
When I see rain in Florida, and it's a whole different story. That's
no.
We get a little taste of it, so that's good. So thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I hope this group finds this information very useful and can help them make a good decision if they're going to plan a destination wedding.
Yeah, and if any questions arise, something might ring a bell, just send Sandra a little email or give her a call. I'm sure that she'll if she doesn't have the answer for you, she'll call and get the answer.
Definitely, definitely. Yes. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Good night,
Good
everyone.
night.
Safe.